Oh, welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Gilmer and a podcast engineer, virtual assistant, scheduler here. I'm excited to bring you another episode of the World of Ability, which is our flagship show of the network that was started 4 years ago. On July 26th, 2020, which is the 30th anniversary of the passage of the ADA, the Americans with Disabilities Act, by then President George H.W. Bush. And so we are all about all abilities and that everybody is able to do anything they put their mind to, even if it is a little bit differently. And so my sort of connection here is I have autism, and I'm a part of the Autism Society of South Central Wisconsin, and am and so one of the things we've been doing this several years is to put on a adult autism conference, a yearly adult autism conference, to help bridge the communication between the disability community and the non-disability community, to help with better communication and knowing which strengths and so on with each group, and how each group can help each other and so on. And so today, we have Marianne on here. So Marianne, are you ready to say anything at the moment?
Yes. Well, aloha, Emily. Thank you so much for hosting the show every week with Transform You Media, the Disability Channel, with founder Jay Stoyan, and Kurt Roskoff and Sue Roskoff for our So Go Out and Playing, probably on this Labor Day weekend out on the water. Hope everybody is enjoying their weekend, a labor of love, and safe travels for everybody during this holiday season. And drink plenty of clean, fresh water, which we'll be having Leah McLaughlin join us a little bit later in an hour from Clean Water Foundation with his amazing fundraising events and bringing filters to worldwide schools, hospitals, and clinics, and especially the Hopi Navajo in Arizona, which they are going to be having some special guests join and visiting from Dr. Emoto's group in Japan. So we have a great busy September lined up, ending this August month here on August 30th. And again, so grateful to be here. So in July, Emily, I was an awesome grant foundation winner of $1,000. And we are going to be gifting the Waikiki School for the Deaf copies of my books, coloring books, and a Clean Water Foundation water filter from Leon on October 14th from 9 to 12 in the morning, Hawaiian Standard Time. And we're really excited to multiply these acts of kindness with the other 49 states that house schools and institutes for the deaf and blind and special education. So I have been calling the schools as it's back to school season and letting them know how they can apply for Awesome Grant Foundation. Every month they give $1,000 to a project. Now there's different cities, there's different states, different countries such as Canada, Brazil, Pakistan, Australia, And there's also different categories such as the disability. So Emily, in 2 days from the 1st through the 10th, we're expecting you to apply for Awesome Grant Foundation Disability Chapter, as you are a podcast engineer, and we can hire on persons with disabilities through Jay Stoyan, the founder of the disability, who has a radio show. And we are using part of that grant to be a weekly guest interviewed to be on the show with 32 million subscribers. So we're paying it forward. We're multiplying the acts of kindness this back to school season. So teachers, if you're listening out there, you can go visit www.donorschoose.org. That's donorschoose.org. And Emily, if you could be kind to pull up my website, and I will walk you through the website and some of our products and services, such as the YouTube channel, the app games, and how your classroom teachers can request copies of the books from DonorsChoose.org. Last year, Subaru Hawaii gave $25,000 to teachers requesting books and other products. So we want to share that information. In 2019, Good Morning America raised millions of dollars for DonorsChoose. So I know everybody's getting back into their classrooms talking about different products. So here you go. Thank you so much, Emily, for posting the actsofkindnessseries.com. This is our website. And these are the series of the books for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, climate change. And we have a short book featuring Pono, the Hawaiian pony, which is righteous acts of kindness. So right now we're in the middle of polo season here in Hawaii. The mini puppets, there's a little Folkman, this mini horse puppet. It's so cute. And they also have larger horses too. And it has coloring pages at the back of the book of us as a team, the creators, the singer, the writer, and Auntie Renee, who's featured in the book. So these books are available on Amazon. And again, all classroom teachers can get them from donorschoose.org. Pono the Hawaiian Polo Pony has a deaf rider in the book. So we have characters in our books that have disabilities, featuring mostly hearing loss. And our first book is Underwater Acts of Kindness, featuring Noah, the hard of hearing whale, who is recruited by a sea turtle to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. And that was written in 2016. And in 2017, I did a sailing book signing tour from Southwest Florida to Virginia, 91 days, 1,700 nautical miles. And I came back to Hawaii, and my friend, who is a retired special education teacher at Kamaile Charter School, told me about DonorsChoose. We sat down at Starbucks. She filled out the application, which took about 15 minutes. These books are for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, climate change. I'm on the social emotional learning curriculum, Hawaii Department of Education for the books, sign language skills. And she posted the books, Emily, and she got funded in 2 weeks. And Amazon shipped out the books to the school. The students read the book, Underwater Acts of Kindness for Ocean Cleanup. And then I went to visit the classroom with the puppets, and the principal and another special education teacher joined us. And we did a slideshow presentation of the characters. We passed out the puppets. We did the finger spelling alphabet, which now I have on YouTube, Emily, which we'll introduce a little bit later, these characters. And so one of the main characters in Underwater Acts of Kindness, who does sign language and finger spelling, is a hermit crab named Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab. And he does the 26 letters of the alphabet. He helps rehabilitate Noah, the hard of hearing whale, at the Ship-In Clinic after he loses his hearing in a boating accident. So again, we want to make sure everybody's safe this Labor Day weekend. A lot of people are getting their boating in. We appreciate all the military forces and the Coast Guard and the United States Navy for protecting us during these waters, and want to share that message too. We dedicated the book, Emily, to Boyd Slat of Ocean Cleanup. Now, since 2016 and in 1997, Captain Moore from the Moore Institute in Long Beach, California, sailed through the Great Pacific Garbage Patch in a biannual race called the Trans-Pacific Sailboat Race from California to Honolulu, Hawaii. And he recognized that. So we document some of the statistics in the book. And now with the help of Ocean Cleanup, Boynton Slat and his organization and their Gyra Jennies, these machines that are going out, with these vacuums, are collecting all this soupy, trashy fishnet mess of plastics that are affecting our marine life health, as well as our own personal health. And so from their work over the years, we'll see the progress, and they continue to go into different countries, such as Mexico, Guadalajara, these rivers. They're doing the same thing with a different design of these machines and equipment to suck up, so to speak, the garbage into these machines. And there are other places, other cities have different machines. And so again, if you're out there on Labor Day, go volunteer to help pick up trash on the beach or at the parks. If not, look on the ground, find 10 pieces of plastic at your bus stop, McDonald's, the mall, your school library, anywhere. Everybody can take their part by just looking on the ground and picking up 10 pieces of plastic. So again, that's Underwater Acts of Kindness, featuring Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab. Then we roll into October. That's going to be right around the corner here. October is Anti-Bullying Month. Our second book is called Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully, featuring Harry, the hard of hearing rabbit. He has a classmate named Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken, who becomes an interpreter for him, as well as a finger spelling bumblebee, Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee. And again, they have YouTube channels where they're teaching us the 26 letters of the ASL finger spelling alphabet. And it's a great story. And Harry is confronted. He learns to stand in his power with a magical tree, the enchanted tree on Rabbit Island. And he sails away with his friends to Magic Island. They have a welcoming party. They encounter the bullies. They find out the bullies didn't know sign language and they felt left out. And so everybody won. They have a birthday party, a rainbow birthday party, and a parade. So it's a great magical story of everyone coming together. And that is available on Amazon as well. Now, Emily, I've created 3 coloring books, again, with those leading characters: Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab, Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken, and Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee. Those are all uploaded to Amazon this weekend and available for sale. So they're a bundle package. And again, all classroom teachers can request books, coloring books, the Folk Manus puppets, like an a la carte on Amazon and DonorsChoose, and post it, and someone will come through and fund it in the future. So those are the coloring books there. And we also have the Apple App Games as online courses. We have uploaded 10 so far. We're still in the development of creating more for online courses as we're waiting funding. And you can go test your skills with Dr. Fingers, Finger Spelling Hermit Crab, Chapter 5, and spell the marine creatures such as dolphin, shark, whale, with sign language alphabet. You can count the number of life jackets in the water with Noah the hard of hearing whale in sign language numbers. So they're very colorful app games created by my Fiverr team. They created the Fiverr team as covers, inside format. Great team to work with, and we'll be continuing to working more. We have a couple of videos that we've created for Leon and Clean Water Foundation, and United be showing those later. And we are wrapping up the climate change book this weekend, and hopefully we'll be editing next week and moving forward with the cover and back cover storyline. So there's a lot of production that's happening here, but we're making it happen. And again, when Leon McLaughlin joins us with Clean Water Foundation, he'll talk about the marketing and bundling the books into several locations worldwide. And we have different products and t-shirts that we've worked on. And our tagline is "So go out and play." So thank you for Emily for showing my website here. If you go to the second page, you can see about us as the team. And we had a soundtrack by Lucy and the Perfect Way. There's us in Hawaii. Me and my deaf friend, who I interpreted for over a decade, Mr. Scott. He now lives in San Diego. He is a veterinary assistant working with persons with Alzheimer's as a caretaker also. That's Suzanne Sims. She's a writer. She's relocated to Ajijic, Mexico, and is involved with the Unity Church there. So we are in communication of writing. That's the singer Lucy Lynch, who is also relocating next week to Germany, her home country, after 13 years of being in Honolulu, Hawaii. So we wish everybody well with their transitions and new homes and new careers. And we'll keep it moving forward, as this is a creative team, the Acts of Kindness team. We are also supported by Dr. Liddy Louis out of Miami, who is my intellectual property attorney, who I met through Happy Neighborhood Projects. She was a host in Florida. I was a co-host in Hawaii as also a sign language interpreter, and she is federally trademarking us. We applied 3 years ago. We're still on a waiting list with all the COVID, so we're hanging on there. So that when the timing is, we know that we got everything already here for Leon and his marketing team to bring the books in coloring books and folk Manus puppets into these juice, coffee, water, tea bars in multiple locations, in multiple states and countries. And I believe the name is going to be called Island Earth. And again, when he joins us, we'll let him talk a little bit more about that. And as you scroll down, we have Trevor Gibbs. He is with the Web Detective, and he evaluates websites to make sure you're ADA compliant. If you're not ADA compliant, you can receive a fine up to $75,000, if not more. And your website needs to be able to be accessed. There's one of the app games there, Emily. Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully. And you can see the different app games there. So again, we put a lot of work. We will be redoing the website down the road. Leon's website is being reevaluated. Those are the Apple app games that you can play. There's Greta Gobble on the golf course. She's a turkey that putts, and you got to count the number of balls on the golf course in sign language. There's the alphabet there with Harry the hard of hearing rabbit and Eve the finger spelling bumblebee. They're great, colorful activity games, and they're for all ages of the heart. And the book's reading level is 8 and above, but again, it's all ages of the heart because they're messages for global awareness and are divine messages of peace, love, happiness, and thanks. So go out and play is our tagline. So Emily, I don't know if you can bring up the YouTube channel of the Acts of Kindness series. And let's show the world these characters. And we need more subscribers. Again, thank you, Emily, for being our podcast engineer here. Yes, that's the YouTube, the Acts of Kindness series, featuring Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab, Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee, Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken, and Greta Gobble on the golf course. So if you can play that and show the characters doing the alphabet, there we go. Or the numbers. There we go. There's Greta Gobble on the golf course. So there you go is the sign language numbers you can learn. There is no sound, so that we can focus and concentrate on the hand symbols, especially for autistic, nonverbal persons. Okay, so that was Greta Gobble on the golf course. Let's roll over to a next character, Emily. There's Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee. Now she'll do the 26 letters of the alphabet. Now it is a Falk Manus puppet that you can get through Falk Manus Puppets out of Emeryville, California. You can put your hand in it and you can do the finger spelling alphabet just like the bee does. So they're great supportive classroom tools, educational tools, edutainment tools for the classroom. And we are highlighting bees in our climate change book, Bee of the Queen. And at the end of the book, we are creating bamboo hotels at a garden party for bees. It's a great activity. So we are currently writing that chapter right now. How cool is that? So you want to be kind to bees. Bees are very important. And you can make your to-do list or a to-be list. And you can have your to-do of 10 things to do or to be of what you want to be. And we will have Patty join us in the future on the Disability Channel with founder Jay Stoyan, who has a Pathways to Patty's newsletter and has had me on her podcast. And we want to bring her on in the future and have her talk about the to-do list and the to-be list. So we have great, exciting stuff happening. She also is a retired teacher, educator, and an author herself. And we'll bringing her onto the show. And with her support, she'll be helping support the Veterans Project Die Hard with Kurt and Jay Stoyan as a guest. So we'll be working on that in the next month. And well, the next month is in another day or so. So September's right around the corner. Again, all classroom teachers can receive copies of the books from DonorsChoose.org. And we have other guests here that are celebrating Labor Day, our labor of love. So Emily, I'll let you take it away with our other guests here. So thank you so much for your time. And we'll look forward to educating everybody else with the 5-minute video of 100 signs in sign language. Everybody wins. Aloha, happy Labor Day, everybody. I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
I see that we have Debbie Dub here, or Debbie Miller. Welcome, Debbie.
Thank you, Emily. Hi, I'm Marianne of Waikiki. How are you doing? It's great to see everybody. I'm relaxing on this Labor Day, so enjoying the beautiful weather we're having here in Kansas City, Emily. So
That's good. How's everything going with Legal Shield? You
it's
anything
good.
good?
We're on our last day of August for Make a Will Month, but obviously our attorneys actually make wills all year long. But this is just a great month to remind everybody how simple it is to make your will with Legal Shield off of our app. Just fill in a little bit at a time as you go. And that way you don't leave your family in a scavenger hunt. Give them a roadmap to know exactly what your plans were, what you wanted your things taken care of. But Legal Shield is a great way to do it without the high hourly cost. I love that it's affordable and easy. Two of the best things about our legal help here in all of North America. So thanks, Emily. Back to you.
So yeah, no, Mariana's who's connected with Legal Shield before. But anything like new going on, Debbie?
Well, it's really this weekend I think we're mostly just kind of relaxing. We have our family's kind of had a couple of crazy weeks. We had one son move from one house to another son move his mother-in-law out of her house and mostly into storage, and son deployed during this last couple of weeks, and Ken had surgery. So we've had plenty of things going on in August. So we're kind of needing to have a quiet regathering, I guess, of all of our strength and energies as we move into September. September starts the beginning of the burr months for us, and I'm not a big fan of burr months, so getting gardening things taken care of and thinking about winter projects that might indoors projects. Ooh, we do have a grandchild coming in October, so that will be a fun burr month to remember again.
Yeah, sounds like you got a lot going on. I know there's like a national like a will month is like September or anything like that. A special month for
Actually, I can't remember what we did, if we did a special thing like that. I guess one of the things though they might be mentioning would be school back in session. Here in Kansas City, a lot of the kids already went back to school in August. I know you guys in Wisconsin start the 2nd of September. Colleges that week, grade schools, high schools. So it's a great time to remind families that their legal plan for a family actually covers their children up to age 26. So even the ones that have gone off to college can be covered and protected. And it's always kind of a stress release for moms and dads to know that they have that available for them wherever they might be, whether they need a contract reviewed, a speeding ticket help, or even interesting, sometimes our family friends can get us into some issues that we didn't really expect. And so having an emergency button with our legal app is a great way to know that your family can, no matter where they are, can get in contact with their law team actually within a couple of minutes. So that's a great relief for moms and dads as school kids get back into the grind.
Yeah, that's important.
Yes. So where's our Kurt? Is he off already on the water?
Kurt, are you there or able to say anything? No, he's.
What can I do for you, Emily?
No, Debbie was just wondering, asking about you. So I didn't know if you had anything you wanted to say.
Well, thanks for joining us on the show, Debbie and Mary Ann. And so let me know, Emily, what you got in mind.
Do you have anything you want to say about Legal Shield or anything? Like, say, I know you have the water ski show coming up and stuff, Kurt, so, or any of our projects that you'd like to talk about?
Well, I want to hear what you have to say about our projects, Emily. But you did make a mention about Legal Shield. The thing that I tend to say, coming from the World of Ability Podcast Network here, is I cheer for Legal Shield in its history and accomplishment and participation by people with disabilities, including the associates, Legal Shield associates that are people with disabilities. And so that is, a real benchmark, for the direct selling industry and for, home businesses and, people all around micro entrepreneurs. I really want to shine a light on Legal Shield and Prepaid Legal Services Incorporated and, everything with ID Shield and everything that, turns what we're trying to do here to really be relevant and really bring forward things that are working well for people with disabilities. Legal Shield is a product that is really being embraced, by the population that Legal Shield is able to serve, being people with disabilities. So what do you think about that, Emily? Did I throw you off guard with that? Do you have that one down? Are you able to share that little nugget to everybody in the world, Emily?
I guess now I can, if I didn't already.
Please do it.
If I didn't know already, now I do.
That's a little something we call giving credit where credit is due.
So Monday is September 1st. Is that correct? That's Labor Day?
No, Sunday is, yes,
Yeah,
Sundays?
Sunday's the first and Monday's the second, which is Labor Day.
Oh, wow, it's coming around here. So, that's tomorrow is the first then, right?
yes.
Okay, great. Well, we were highlighting pathways to Patty's to-do list and to-be list. So Emily, tomorrow is the first, and you have the opportunity to apply on Awesome Foundation Grant Disability Chapter. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to apply. You put in your name, what you're applying for, how you would use the $1,000, and you could use that to hire Jay Stoyan, who hires on persons with disabilities to help with the corporate sponsorship of the show and our other persons involved here and Clean Water Foundation. And I'm putting the challenge for you to complete that tomorrow, Emily, as we've been coaching you for the last 2 months to apply. I applied in July and I was the winner in July. I received $1,000 grant and I'm using that money to hire on Jay Stoyan to corporate sponsor the Acts of Kindness series, to hire on persons with disabilities, to help interview me, and to upload our flyers and showcase the Acts of Kindness series books weekly with Dr. Laura to the end of the year. So again, there's other chapters in different states, different countries. There's the disability chapter. There's On the Water chapter, Kurt, that you can apply to tomorrow to receive $1,000. They give $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year this chapter gives away to projects to help us. And it's a labor of love from the Awesome Grant Foundation. So I encourage everyone to take a look at your state and see what you can do for your community. And I was also contacted by Minnesota, and they love the coloring books. So they encouraged me to contact the Minnesota School for the Deaf to have the librarian, Matt, request the books and coloring books, because it would be more approved by someone locally than me contacting them as an author to get my products. And that's what I've been doing all week now. I've been contacting all the deaf schools for the 50 states and finding out who's in charge of ordering books. Do they have grants? Letting them know about DonorsChoose.org. A couple of the deaf schools have used DonorsChoose.org. And so that's what I've been up to. So Emily, tomorrow is September 1st. Curtis, September 1st. It's super easy to get it off of your plate, off the table, and just quickly apply for it and post it and let the universe supply the $1,000 for our World of Ability, for our Project Die Hard veterans. You could use that $1,000 as well towards that. And just sharing that with everybody here on this Labor Day weekend and labor of love for everybody. So we're multiplying the acts of kindness. I see we have some other people joining us. Welcome, aloha. Emily, if you'd like to introduce them, I'm Marianne of Waikiki.
Welcome, Rudy.
There you go. Hey guys, how's it going?
How's life with Rudy lately?
Going good,
Or what's
keeping busy. Outgrowing both my businesses, and I celebrated my birthday yesterday and the day before yesterday. 'Cause I did have appointments on my birthday, because I sometimes book those fairly far in advance. So, but it was a really good day the past couple of days, and I'm looking forward to what's coming.
Yeah. So I know you've done just a couple events with Nancy Cotton. Are we still looking to do those?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Where are we with that?
Yeah, I think we're gonna do another one in October, which I'm
Okay.
really looking for. It'll be the same one that we did before because we got really good response for it. So we're just gonna do another one for it'll be financial literacy and empowerment for the neurodivergent community, and then also parents with neurodivergent loved ones.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's gonna be really awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, keep us updated on that
Oh yeah, we'll do.
and yeah. So so are there your cats keeping you busy?
Always,
Keeping you in
always.
line?
They're usually staying out of trouble. Where are they? I don't even know where they are right now. They're probably behaving themselves.
Um, but yeah, I'm glad business is going well.
Yep. I'm not sure if I mentioned my second business. I'll mention it just in case. I started the second business about 2 months ago. I'm helping business owners with health benefits. Those pretty awesome. It's a specific type of health benefit plan, and how it works is if a company has 10 or more W-2 employees full time, it can be a net savings to the employer and a net pay raise to the employee, which is honestly pretty cool. The other thing I'm helping with is research and development tax credits. It's nice to be able to help a business owner find some money they might not realize they can have, which they can put right back into the business and grow more. So they tie in pretty nicely to what I'm doing already.
Interesting.
Tell me a little bit about what you and Nancy Cotton are going to do in October.
Yeah, we're basically gonna do the same event that we did in July. We're just gonna do it again because it was really well received. We went over some of the basics of financial literacy, and then Nancy was explaining some of the very important aspects of financial literacy that can apply to parents with neurodivergent loved ones, like special needs trusts and the like. And I went over some of the unique aspects of being a neurodivergent myself, how we tend to treat money. And it was very, very well received.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yes, we're going to do it again.
Good deal. And right before Christmas. So right before everybody's buying Christmas presents, right?
Yeah, we're thinking October. We're still working on planning that, but that's more or less what we're thinking.
That sounds good.
So are you looking to have this as like a regular like monthly thing or regular?
I'm not sure. I have a feeling it'll be fairly frequent though.
Okay.
So Rudy, is this on your YouTube channel? Did you record it?
No, I didn't record it this time. But I always post it on LinkedIn when I have the events, so everybody can come check it out.
I have to record it, so you have the recording of it on your YouTube channel.
Might have to do that, yeah.
Or even if it's not on the YouTube channel, I should have a recording of it to go back and refer to or invite those people back or something. Have it
Right, right.
Oh, that would be really good, handy for you to, in case it was a time when you, in between your meetings, you needed to share the information with somebody
Yeah,
without
that's
doing it
possible too.
personally the whole hour or something.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Awesome.
And Rudy and Nancy are always welcome to come on here to say anything about it or help promote it through the show or any other things as well, like you did before.
Good deal. Good deal. Yeah, I'll let her know.
If she, I mean, you or her or both of you or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I know both of you came on before, but
No, that'd be awesome.
It doesn't have to be the both of you to, if, yeah. But either that or if you want me to say something on the show too.
Yeah,
Whatever.
no, if our schedules line up,
If
that would
you
be
guys,
pretty cool
if
if
you
we could
guys
do
aren't
that,
able to
yeah.
come on or anything, but whatever works.
Right, right. No, I mean, it would be really cool if we could both come on. So I'll have to ask her about that.
It'd be good to have you both on here as just a preview of tease people about what they could learn from your event as well.
Right, right. No, that's a good idea.
You could have like a little snippet and then you can stick it on your YouTube channel when you post your information about come join us.
Yeah, I haven't done anything with my YouTube channel yet. I'm still working on kind of
Oh.
like how I want to do that, but I haven't done anything with my YouTube channel.
Oh,
just
well,
yet.
even on your LinkedIn channel, post a little
Yeah.
video, a couple of seconds snippet of you talking about it on a video would catch more attention than even just a picture of you and Nancy, maybe.
Right, right.
And you can come to our posting parties and share it there and we can,
Oh yeah, yeah.
people could comment on it. Emily was good at coming and commenting on posting parties.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
October is coming up soon, so it's
Right.
amazing how quickly this year is going.
No, it's already September tomorrow and it's like, yeah.
Yes. September.
Definitely.
So Rudy, do your kids go back to school in September in your
Yeah,
area?
I think September 4th, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
Correctly,
Yeah.
I think it's always been that.
Well, I was just sort of thinking, Debbie, with the figure you're saying about legal shield and kids going back to school, I think. It could be sort of the same thing sort of said about like finances and stuff too, like a New Year's, like starting with making sure like all your finances are in order and whatever as well, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking too, like with Christmas, there could always be, I'm kind of like bouncing some ideas around in my head, like, give the gift of financial literacy. That's the gift that keeps on giving type stuff. Because really, I mean, if you go into the new year and you have a new understanding of money, you can make potentially very powerful decisions to get you to where you want to go faster.
and using your money wisely with all the data breaches is also probably, with our ID Shield, it's a great way to protect your ID, whether it's your financial stuff or other places, but
Yeah.
the financial, I guess, is the first thing that we always think about. And so having a good grasp of using our monies wisely, especially where people are spending a lot of extra or using a lot more credit and things at Christmas shopping, it's a good time to help them to open their eyes a little more. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Any-
Santa Papa John will be promoting the Acts of Kindness series books on his bi-monthly podcast, and hopefully he'll be joining us. And he will be storytelling on TikTok. So we'll be looking forward to Santa sharing his story. I also have a gift for Santa and everybody else when they join us, of learning sign language in 5 minutes, learning 100 signs in 5 minutes. So Emily, I don't know if you got that ready to rock and roll when Santa joins us, but we'll play that video for everybody. And that's your learning lesson for this Labor Day weekend, a labor of love. So go out and play on Marianne of Waikiki. The Acts of Kindness series, again, are available on Amazon. All classroom teachers in United States of America can receive copies of the Acts of Kindness series books for ocean cleanup, anti-bullying, which is October month, is anti-bullying and climate change. We also have 3 coloring books now with the characters, such as Dr. Fingers, the finger spelling hermit crab, Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee, and Chelsea, the courageous sign language chicken. Available is to go with the bundle of the books and the Folk Manus puppets, and teachers can get them on DonorsChoose. It takes, again, 15 minutes just to apply with a teacher ID and post it, and someone will come and fund it. And last year, Back to School Hawaii gave $25,000 to teachers in the Hawaiian Islands requesting products for their classrooms. So everybody wins, and we're multiplying the acts of kindness. And I have been calling all the deaf and blind schools in the 50 states of the United States to let them know that I was an awesome grant foundation winner of $1,000 in July. It took me 10 minutes to apply and upload copies and flyers of my books and coloring books, and they loved it. And the Minnesota chapter loves it and wants to help the Minnesota School for the Deaf and Blind as well. So I'm calling all these different schools to let them know how easy it is to request the Acts of Kindness series books and to find additional funding to bring these books into animation movies. So not only we have the books, Emily in the beginning of the show played the videos of the sign language characters. So Emily, I don't know if you want to play them again. Well, we got some time before Santa joins us, and Earl and Leon joins us to show the teachers out there and the kids out there that these are the characters that could be coming to your classroom. And we also have 10 Apple App Games as online courses as well. So Emily, I don't know if you can replay the Acts of Kindness series YouTube channel to show our guests here the creativity and to share these at home activities for free.
Let me see about bringing it back up here. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, all right. Bring this back up. All right. All right, so we have Greta Gobble here.
Now let's grab a gobble on the golf course and we count the numbers in sign language. Now she has an app game on Apple where she puts on the golf course and you count the numbers. And if you get the number right, the putt goes into the hole. That's Greta Gobble on the golf course. Can you bring up another character doing the alphabet, please? There's Eve, the finger spelling bumblebee. It's also a glove puppet that you can get with Folk Manus. And you can put your hands in it and you can do the ABC alphabet, what Eve is doing right now. There is no music background noise because we want to be able to focus on the hand movement of the characters. And that book is Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully. October is Anti-Bullying Month. So again, all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies of the books. And Eve has her own coloring book now. They're available on Amazon and the Folk Manus Puppets. So the teachers just request copies of the books for every student and classroom set of puppets and post it, and someone will come through and fund it. And Hawaii last year gave $25,000 to classroom teachers requesting products for their classroom. And in 2019, Good Morning America raised millions of dollars. So go out and play is our tagline. I'm Marianne of Waikiki. Thank you, Emily.
I know you had sent let's see this other article here as well on a study about finding microplastics in the brain.
Yes, they are more and more research out there of microplastics being in water. And when Leon joins us, he can give us some of the updates. But they're finding microplastics everywhere. In bottle caps, when you open up a soda pop, all the plastics go in there. Also, Leon talked about having a case of water in your trunk and the heat melting the plastic inside your trunk. I just saw 7-Eleven had bottles of water outside their store, and with the sun just the sun on top of it. And so just imagine that bottled water is just getting all microplastics in it. So we've been sending and sharing updated articles with you of microplastics in coffee now, foods, using a strainer. It's just, it's crazy information, but it's what's happening out there. So I just wanted to share the information with you as well. We have anybody else joining us now, Emily?
Not yet. Rudy, or any thoughts on that article?
That's interesting. Yeah, I've heard microplastics to be an issue. I'm really glad I have well water. I don't know. Can't remember the last time I drank bottled water, thankfully. But yeah, that's a bit of an issue. I've read a little bit of a few little things on myself, which is kind of surprising. But yeah, if we use plastic for everything, that doesn't surprise me though. But guys, I actually have to get going. I'm gonna go grab some lunch. I have a 12:30, but I'm glad I was able to hop on for a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, Rudy.
My pleasure. Take care, guys.
Bye, aloha.
Take care, Marianne. Take care, Debbie. See you, Emily.
Kara, do you have any thoughts on that article? Or
Hi. On the article about the water, yeah, I'm excited that I can don't use bottled water. I have stainless steel glasses that I take my water with me when I need to go out and do things, and we have our own Kangen water machine so we can protect ourselves and have healthy water for ourselves and to even do wash vegetables and things. So having filtered water is a great thing. Keeping the plastic out of all of our environment, whether it's in our lakes and oceans or whether it's just in for our animals right here in Dale. I've seen pictures where they're all caught up in the middle of it because they ate something that was wrapped up in it. So it's a great thing to avoid at all costs. And they were able to get a water filter for the Navajo tribe, Marianne?
Leon has like cases they sent them. He had some pictures. Maybe I can pull it up here. Some recent pictures. Yes, there's Leon there. Delivering to the Hopi. So hopefully he'll be joining us. Emily, if you want to connect with him.
yeah, I sent him the link. I couldn't send him another message here.
So there's another picture of what they've been up to, getting those filters.
Are those big boxes of filters or?
However they pack them, but yes.
Looks like a lot of them for sure.
They're on their way.
How many tribes places have they been able to get the water filters to? Were they doing it here in the United States, but also in some other countries?
Yeah, Leon can expand on that, but I know he's doing some stuff with Ecuador, the Hopi, and he'll be bringing clean water filter to the Waikiki School for the Deaf with the books and the puppets on October 14th. And yeah, so he's busy. So we have, is that Kurt Roskoff with Project Die Hard there?
Yeah, yeah, Kurt's coming on with her device. Yep.
Yes, it is me.
So Kurt, I don't know if you looked at the that microplastics article or not, but we were sort of talking about that.
Yes, they're
So-
finding microplastics in everything. Coffee in our brain. They're finding in newborn babies, unborn baby fetuses, and living mothers. They're everywhere. It's in our food and showing how to sift it out. Opening up a soda bottle, plastic soda bottle, all that microplastics goes into the soda. It's crazy happening out there, how it's affecting all our organs. Not only our livers and kidneys for filtration, but our mind and our brains. And yeah, so a lot of information that we're learning here. And grateful that Leon is bringing clean water filters worldwide. He's doing fundraisers. He's got one on September 14th. We'll let him share that with you. October 14th, he's going to be in Hawaii delivering the Waikiki School for the Deaf, the books, the coloring books, and the water unit as a awesome grant foundation receiver of $1,000. We also partnered with that money to hire on Jay Stoyan with the Disability Channel, who hires on persons with disabilities, such as veterans and Project Die Hard. We're going to be introducing Patty, an author, in the next week or so, who will be supporting her book with Project Die Hard. And she has a great newsletter. This last week was a to-do list and a to-be list. So again, everyone should put on their to-do list is September 1st is tomorrow. The Awesome Grant Foundation gives $1,000 a month. And there is a disability chapter. And Emily, you're going to be applying tomorrow, correct? To request the opportunity to be receiving $1,000 so we can benefit this show and other persons with disabilities through Jay Stoyan and utilize that money and get the word out so that we can attract other awesome grant foundation winners to be on the show as well. And they're in different countries, different states. There's On the Water, Kurt. So after you're done with your water show, you guys can apply for $1,000 to help persons with disabilities with your water ski shows in the next season. And they have money sitting there for us. It's just for us to check out. So Kath, we should check out Kansas City to see what Kansas City has for awesome foundation for your community as well. And I am calling on the 50 United States deaf blind schools to let them know about Awesome Foundation, as well as DonorsChoose.org, that they can receive copies of the books, the coloring books, a water unit from Leon McLaughlin Clean Water Foundation, and other products that they need through DonorsChoose. So it's back to school. Here's our tools to share with everybody. We're multiplying the acts of kindness. So I wanted to share that information. So again, thank you so much for having me here, Emily. I know we're waiting for other guests. If you'd like to bring up that 5-minute sign language video that I sent you to get that prepared for our other guests, such as Santa and Earl, so we can show 100 sign language signs in 5 minutes. Everybody can follow along and you can play the video at your own home space. But for 5 minutes a day, not too bad.
Right, so one of the things we're working with is called Easy Expo. It's a virtual booth platform. And we're looking to have on the 4th of July we had event, with it. But we're looking to have, couple others, one October 24th and December 5th. And so, we have different things going on, with that. So, love everybody to, join us for that. Stay tuned for more details. And we have other shows in the network, just this one. Capability MK Now, TDC Today Show. Master Connections on Wednesdays, World of Pets, SB Bridge Show Tuesdays. PDH Mission Mondays, Project Diehard. Blue Collar Crypto, Sunday. Conversation for All. And Revolutionize Your Marketing at Small City Marketing on Fridays. And so on, so love to have everybody on any of the shows. And so if anybody is interested to, please let us know. Kara, do you want to say anything about, the thing with Stu? Are you able to say anything about that? No, I'm not sure if he's. So we're looking to have, working with a guy named, Stu. I was looking to have like a Jerry Lewis like telethon type show, in December. So we'll figure out the details with that. But anyway,
Sounds like you're gonna be busy for the next few months.
yes. But let's see. So, oh, and then we have Santa's show. I forgot about Santa. First and third Monday of the month. So that's coming up here. First one coming up here soon. To talk with Santa and so on. And hopefully, if anyone's interested to get Santa approved, I don't know, our Project Diehard is Santa approved, and so if you're interested in doing that, I can get you connected with Santa to do that. And as well. And W-Ray, it's even very matching purple. Your purple shirt, purple background. But yeah.
Hey, signers,
So
are you ready to have a conversation?
there started. But let's see here. So the do you have any like stories of any like interesting clients or any projects of the legal shield side of things?
Well, since Marianne mentioned bullying is up in October, we might have to just do some things focusing on bullying. I know I had grandchildren that were being bullied at school, so we had to contact our attorneys to deal with that. very frustrating, but I'm just thankful that our attorneys were able to help deal with it. And so many things going on between now and Christmas, so it's gonna be busy 4 months, and it's amazing how quickly they go by. So, and I know you have so many shows going on now every single week, something every day, so that's awesome to keep things right in front of people. And Mary Ann's books to help all the school kids learn sign language so they can communicate with. It's really useful for a lot of different situations. Even some of the basic signs are very helpful and put people in a non-threatening, I guess, situation. Keep everybody relaxed. So that's always a good thing to help with communities and help our school kids.
Right. Yeah, communicate, yeah, and it's all like sign language thing, and it's important thing too.
Yeah.
Uh,
I enjoy learning some of it myself, have it even on Facebook, some places I can learn sign language on there.
Okay, Emily, so you want to try and show the 5-minute video for
In
us?
ASL today. Well, in this video, I am going to teach you.
Here, do this. Sorry, have it up here.
Are you ready to have a conversation in ASL today? Well, in this video, I am going to teach you 50 basic conversational signs. If you have been interested in learning ASL but don't know where to start, sign up for a 10-day ASL Jumpstart. You'll receive 10 emails in 10 days with helpful tips and resources to jumpstart your ASL journey. Now, let's learn how to sign conversational signs. I divided this video into sections. First, we're starting on introductions. Hello. Hello. You've got your hand right up here at your forehead, and it's coming out. Hello. How are you? How are you? The sign how or how and pointing to you, and make sure your eyebrows are down. How are you? What's up? What's up? Your middle fingers are put on the chest and they're going upwards. And you put an attitude like, what's up? What's up? Now let's learn how to sign responses. Good or well, or good or well. Your hand is coming from your chin down to your non-dominant hand. Good or well, good or well. Fine, fine. Your 5 hand is coming right up to your chest. Fine. Bad, bad. It's the opposite of good. It just flips around. Bad. Great or great. You push your hands out or push them down. Great, great. Nothing. Nothing much. Your O hands are shaking back and forth. Nothing, nothing much. Busy, busy. Now, if you're really busy, you go to show you're really busy. Busy. So-so. So-so. Your hand is flipping back and forth. So-so. Now we are moving on to signs for about me. Name, name. You got your 2 fingers close together and bounce on top of each other. Name. What? What? Your 5 hands are kind of bent in together, moving in and out. What? Work. Work. Your 2 fists are pounding right on top of each other. Work. Where? Where? Your index finger is searching like a compass. Where's north? Where? Deaf or deaf. It can go either way. It's just pointing to your mouth and your ear. Deaf. Hearing. Hearing. This is referencing that hearing people talk a lot. Hearing. Hard of hearing. Hard of hearing. It's H for hard of hearing. Age. Age. You have a C hand going down to an S hand from your chin. Age.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
This section is all about learning. Yes. Yes. Your hand is representing your head, nodding. Yes. No. No. It's like the letter N and O put together. No. Understand. Understand. It's like the light bulb is coming on. Understand. Don't understand. Don't understand. You do the sign understand, but shaking your head back and forth. Don't understand. Learn. Learn. You're picking up something and putting it in your head. Learn. ASL, or American Sign Language. ASL. There are actually 2 signs for sign. Sign, sign. This one is index fingers moving in towards yourself, and this one is S's moving fast out and in. Sign. Please. Please. It's a flat hand making a circle on your chest. Sorry.
Hi, Earl.
Afternoon.
So, oh, I lost Debbie. So what I was just sharing and wanted to
Sorry.
uh
You'll see it.
so you and like Santa or whoever else get on here this video about this.
Mainly used with an A hand, but sometimes you might see it with an S as well.
Keep starting. This link to showing different signs.
Mhm.
So I was playing the little bit of it here. Oh, here's Santa. He gets out here.
So basically you're showing a video of the for sign language, correct?
No, her sign language. It's like somebody else showing the sign language of different things here. But
Okay.
well, welcome, Santa.
Morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. There I am. I had to shut another program off that was using my camera. What's going on,
Okay.
Earl?
Well, just working on promo stuff for the holidays now that that's coming up, and maybe making a run to Menard shortly. Because I discovered that Menards has all their Halloween lighting out right now, so it's like, yep, I gotta go make a trip.
Gotta go make a trip and see what's out there that's new and exciting that's changed from last year.
Yep, his usually every year I'll make the rounds to the local stores, find out what's new for lighting and what's new that I can add to for my shows and whatnot. So yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go. How's Emily doing today?
Okay, how are you, Santa?
Not too bad so far.
What's
Got some
new and
videos in the production line already for today.
hopefully.
So thought I better pop on here and say hello and see what's shaking with everybody and see what the new developments are.
Well, aloha, Santa. It's Marianne of Waikiki.
Hello,
That's a
Marianne.
photo.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic. Happy Labor Day. Thank you for your labor of love,
Well, thank you very
all
much.
that you've done for all these years. And
I'm working
Leon
on it slowly.
has delivered water units to the Hopi Navajo. This is a photo of him. They have boxes, crates full of filters going to the Hopi Navajo. We hope he joins us a little bit later. And I've been calling all the schools for the deaf Santa, finding out who's on my list to contact so we can get the Rabbit Acts of Kindness No Bully books to the
This is the
schools
lady.
for October for anti-bullying month.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Another
Yeah,
big
so
project.
did you happen to get the mini horse?
No, I haven't got any deliveries yet.
Uh-oh, I better call them. I know where the little mini horse is to our book.
Yeah.
But I have this video that I sent you. It's a nice sign language instructor who teaches 100 signs in 5 minutes.
Wow.
And we're going to be playing that every week with Emily.
I seen it, but I haven't had a chance to look at it yet.
Yep. Well, we're going to be playing it every week with Emily.
That's awesome.
So you guys can learn it.
Maybe I'll be able to pick up a few letters.
Squeeze it in.
Yes.
Squeeze it in.
Mrs. Claus is even coming to say hello.
Oh, hi, Mrs.
Okay,
Claus.
I exist.
Afternoon, Mrs. Claus.
She's in her custom relax attire today because she's going to start working on some more blankets.
Cool.
boy.
We were just talking to some of our children that we like to donate to various charities and homes around the state. And now we're she's ahead of schedule, so she's got to make plans for some additional contributions to some different places.
Cool.
Sounds good. So, how's the storytelling and your veteran list going, Santa?
You know, the storytelling is starting to gain some traction, so we're going to see where that, I'm excited to see where that's going to go because everybody is loving the idea of having a custom created story just for their family with their children's name in the story. And the veterans list, well, I keep talking to more people and they keep introducing me to more people and more people. I think I'm up to about 25 names on the list now, so that's a good start for about 2 weeks production already. You know, we'll see where it's going to go and how far it's going to go and how far of a reach we're going to create. That's going to be the cool thing right there is how far of a reach are we going to be able to create?
All right.
Well, the main thing that I think I think everyone tries figuring out ways to get their messages to reach out further than
Yes.
what especially with the limitations on what social media puts on everybody. Because we all want our messages to get out far and wide to as many people as possible, but 9 times out of 10 that doesn't happen.
No, it's kind of sad how sometimes, and if you've been doing anything on Facebook lately, they've been really clamping down on a lot of their political BS stuff,
Yep, I know.
you know? And you know, it's not just certain people, it's everybody that, you know, my son-in-law put a picture up of a bald eagle with a prayer underneath it about God, and they censored that. Like, like how is that even to be censored? Not making any sense at all.
Nope, I know.
Yeah.
Well, Santa, I want to invite you to be part of the Acts of Kindness team on the Disability Channel with Jay Stoyan. He's interviewing me weekly, and we are hiring him to help persons with disabilities with the awesome grant foundation that I won with $1,000 in Oahu. And we would like you to be on the show to tell us what you're doing and how we're going to be promoting the Acts of Kindness series in the next 4 months. And Santa, he has 32 million subscribers. So you're welcome to join us to be on the Acts of Kindness team. I'll send you the link. I'll let
I
you
was
know
gonna
the
say,
date.
remind me of the timing for that, Marianne.
Yeah, so usually it's 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, his time. So it's early morning show. It's a 22-minute show. And we give them JPEGs of photos of our books, and they will upload it and have his team showcase the books and the flyers, the app games, all our products together and what we're doing. And he'll interview you about Santa, about your projects of getting out there, and also reading books online. So we have a great opportunity to promote the Acts of Kindness series again with the Disability Channel founder Jay Stoyan. And thank you, Awesome Foundation, for giving me the award in July to use this $1,000. Again, Awesome Foundation gives $1,000 a month. People can apply in various states, countries. There's different chapters, such as the disability chapter. There's on the water chapter. There is a vegan chapter. So check out Awesome Grant Foundation in Santa. The Minnesota chapter from Awesome Foundation loves the coloring books. So they told me to communicate with the Minnesota School for the Deaf, which I have. They're back to school. I've left messages for the librarian to contact me, and we sent a press release because the Minnesota Awesome Foundation wants someone locally, such as the School for the Deaf, to request my books, as I'm the author and Apple game developer. But they're very impressed with the coloring books, and so we want to get the books to them well. And Stan, I've been calling all these schools so far, A through G, I got to F, I got to, and all the staff and people that I talk to, even the sign language interpreters that I'm using on video relay, are excited to hear about my books, app games and coloring books. And Santa, there's an average about 150 students at these school for the deaf in each individual states. So
Have you been
we
able
got
to
our
find
list
out
to
how
do.
many? Have you been able to find out how many schools are in each state?
Some states have 1 and 2. Some have 4. So I'm going through the list A through Z, and I should complete that all like in the next week or so, and we will have an updated press release to send to them. And I'm taking my notes, Santa, and grateful for all the sign language interpreters. You know, they're real excited to hear about it. And, you know, they're signing with their hands, saying the same story that I'm saying. We're recording it, leaving messages. So it's a lot of work, but it's going to pay off, Santa. So we're going to make it happen. So again, we invite you to be on the Disability Channel with Jay Stoyan. I'll send you the link. And it's a
What
morning
day is
show.
that, Marianne?
He does. It just varies every week. So I will let you know the beginning of the week which day he picks.
Okay.
But we'd love
Well,
to have you, Santa.
I would be, I would put it on my calendar right now if I knew, so then I wouldn't be able to, book some other stuff over it, cause lately I'm booking meetings. I'm doing anywhere from 8 to 10 meetings a day, so just meeting with different people. I did another, live TV show that we recorded. It'll be, released, towards the end of September, and I think she's towards Kansas City, the center part of the country. So she's pretty excited to see how big this one will help grow her audience. So, you know, I've got a couple other ones. I've got I did a big podcast with a gentleman from Denmark. I'm going to be on a live podcast here in Australia here in the next 2 weeks, I think. So, you know, Santa's reach is getting out there and people are excited to talk to me because I've come up with some unique marketing ways to utilize Santa year round, and people are getting excited about that. And of course, tomorrow is the first day of September. Can you believe that already? The first day of September is tomorrow. So that means we're down to 115 days till Christmas.
Oh boy.
So the Santa activities and the Christmas activities and Halloween and Thanksgiving, they're gonna jump on us here really quick if we don't keep ourselves reminded on how close they are becoming.
Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
Emily, if you could, we'll contact Jay to see if we can get a date today or tomorrow so we can let Santa know so we can work around his schedule. But that would be great. Usually it's later in the week and it's been the same time at 11 Eastern. So we'll get that date to you. So we'll check on that, Emily.
That's
Thank
10.
you. When is your
Yeah.
next podcast, Santa? September.
Monday.
This
I was
Labor Day?
debating whether I was going to do it or not, but you know, I've got a couple other meetings already booked, so I went, what the heck, I'll continue to do it on Monday and see if we can get a few people to show up and have some conversation and share some giggles and laughs. So you were there last week, Marianne, I believe, or 2 weeks ago. So it'll be the same time, 5 o'clock on Monday for the podcast.
So that'd be like 3 o'clock your time, Marianne.
Yes.
No,
Um,
before then.
what?
Next week.
Oh, no, right. She's Arizona time. Yeah.
You've already
Yeah.
had. Okay.
Card two. I see you have your. Did you have anything you wanted to say? Gee.
Is that your guard kitty, Earl?
No, you don't belong up on my desk.
Yeah,
He's just wanting attention.
he wants to be on camera.
Yeah. Now what I have been working on here lately is podcasts. In fact, I just got done doing one the other day with she is hang on a second. How did she put it? She is a midwife to the soul, midwife to the soul, because she does both. She's both a birth midwife and also a end of life midwife.
They call him a doula.
Yeah, doula.
Yep.
And basically I just got done interviewing her for an article for Halloween. And I've got more podcasts coming up with some new independent artists, new upcoming country music artists. Plus I'm also working on doing things for Lions International as well.
There you go. It's always a great positive group.
Yep.
Hi, Kurt.
Kurt's taking us on for a ride somewhere. Oh, he's on his way to the water ski show.
That's right. We're heading to Burlington, Wisconsin to see our aqueducts.
Are you involved with this one, Kurt? Or are you just a spectator?
I'm just a fan, a spectator, a guy they call Big Toe.
I'm not even going to comment on that, and Earl's giggling as well.
Oh man, this is entertainment, folks.
This is true. How far of a drive you got today to get to the show?
We're probably about 20 miles away yet. We came from 20 miles north here, and it takes about an hour to get there.
There you go. And hopefully you brought your wife with you, and so she can, push you in the lake.
Well, I don't know if that's why I brought her, but I did bring her, yeah.
There you go.
Set of hands for clapping.
Yeah. And you got a nice blue sky with a little couple of fluffies ahead, so it's going to be a beautiful day for a show.
Oh my goodness gracious, Santa! It's like it's a Christmas gift.
You got to like when the weather participates when you plan a big show.
Yeah, Mother Nature really does love amateur water ski shows. She dishes out wonderful weather for the amateur water skiers.
How many people will they get out to watch them, Kurt?
I would guess about 100 people. And then it's at a park where there's probably about another 100 people watching because there's, it's a busy Labor Day weekend, at the park. So,
right.
So about 100 come over and settle in, and they're just devoted only to the water ski show, and another 100 people are out and around over swimming or, cooking out and doing other things, and maybe not directly in the show area.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So these people that put the shows on, like your group as well, they rely on ticket sales and donations for the people that are watching to support because I'm sure the gas for the boats doesn't come, very cheaply these days.
Yeah, it's education about how, like in this vehicle I'm in, in our vehicles, it's miles to the gallon. In water ski shows, it's gallons to the mile.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding.
So that's the way it goes. Yeah, it is quite an expense.
Yeah, I just seen a little a short video about this great big cigarette boat that had two 1,500 horsepower motors on it. I think it was like a 60-foot cigarette boat, and they said it was getting used a lot. When they opened it up, it was about 3 gallons per minute.
You'll go through a tank really quick.
Well, they said it had I think a 400-gallon tank in it thing, though. Yeah. I mean, this one had a nice little price tag that, you and I, Earl, definitely couldn't even dream about having something like that.
Nope. Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, you know what the well, basically, when you spell out boat, you know what that also stands for.
Well, I'm sure there's a various different analogies, but let me hear yours.
Bust out another 1,000.
Yeah. Oh, only. Yeah. Yeah, that's just to insure it. Never mind putting the fuel in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding. And then how these guys are, you watch these big boats down south, and they got 5 or 6 motors on them that are the 500 and 600 horsepower. I seen one yesterday. It had five. No, did it have 5 or 6? It had 6 of the new 600 Mercs on it. I'm
Oh,
going, that's $500,000 worth of motor, never mind the boat.
no kidding. I mean, I've seen one with 5.
Yeah.
Uh, and I'm like, damn, who the hell needs a boat with 5 motors on it? I mean, that's overkill.
That's just show off.
Yeah.
Well, they say those new Mercury 600s are like $75,000 a motor.
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
Yeah. So now if you put 5 of them on there, that's $450,000, and that's not even setting up and tuning them up, and because they all have to be set to, one goes this way and one goes that way to make the boat run smoothly.
And plus up here in this neck of the woods, I mean, you've only got you've got a short window of opportunity to even use the damn thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Lake of the Ozarks is probably the closest place. Well, no, I guess some of the big rivers, Earl, they might
Well,
have but
Yeah,
up here.
we've got Spirit Lake, Lake Okoboji, we've got uh Red Rock Lake and Raspin.
I thought that's the northeast corner of Iowa. I thought you were more of thought you were in Des Moines.
Well, I'm up in Waterloo, but
Okay.
my home area is the Des Moines area. So practically almost every summer, at least 1 or 2 weekends, well, at least 1 weekend per month, we'd head down to Raspin Lake and camp out down there.
Okay.
Or Red
Okay.
Rock, one of the two.
Because you said Spirit Lake, that's over the northeast corner of Iowa.
Spirit Lake, that's northwest. You
Yeah,
get
northwest, I
Spirit
mean.
Lake, you
Yeah.
get Spirit Lake and Okoboji up there, the northwest corner.
Yeah, yeah, because I delivered, I used to truck in that area quite often. We had deliveries. There was a big Polaris manufacturing plant in that area, and I delivered a lot of
Mhm.
stuff to that.
Yeah, because
And you go right through that Lake Okoboji there, or ever how you pronounce it. But yeah, it was that was definitely a summer cottage lake area for sure. Yeah.
is Spirit Lake and Okoboji, both of those are summertime tourist areas.
Yeah. And
That's where
Spirit
everybody
Lake is
gathers.
not that big, if I remember right, or is
No,
it?
it's not. It really isn't. Because I wound up having to go up to up in that area for a wedding last November, and uh, I got to explore the area a little bit. Yeah, it's not that big, but
No.
the areas that, I mean, the main strip down through yeah, pretty much where all the entertainment and
Yeah,
other
where
places
the
are.
amusement park is.
Yep.
There's a couple big hotels in that area. Yeah. And that's about it. You drive through it, and 5 minutes later, you're out of it already.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. But I'm sure there's some resorts all the way around that lake. Like there is around Brainerd. Like you get, there's 4 big resorts on Gull Lake, and then you get up in Breezy Point and Cross Lake. You get some big resorts up in that area, and then over in Deerwood, you've got a big lake over there with a big resort on it. So they spread them out a little bit so that they're all, with the exception of Madden's and Craigan's, they're side by each, with a fence separating the two.
Yep, I've been up in that area.
Oh yes, absolutely. You know, so
So Leon's here. Hi, Leon.
there's Leon.
Hey,
How's
how's it
Leon doing
going,
today?
Emily? How's it going? Everything's going great. Happy Labor Day, everyone.
Happy Labor Day.
So yeah, everything's going great. We are getting ready to put on a show at the Kirkland Eagles Club October the 5th. They just gave us the news this week. So that's going to be a really good show. We're going to have a band playing. They're going to be doing what they call a open house, where they're going to open the club up to the public, fundraiser for Clean Water Foundation for the Hopi and Navajo Reservation. They got a new president. They're going to announce him, and they're going to see if we can tie it into Oktoberfest, which would be great. So great news on that front. We're talking to the Hopi about a water treatment plant that we'll be working with them on, which is great news. And we also had a meeting with the Dakota tribe, the Sioux tribe out of the Dakota area, about putting water units and getting water samples and analysis to get them some clean, fresh drinking water too. So all in all, everything's going really well.
That's
That's
good.
that's good.
Yeah, great band that's going to be playing at the Eagles Club called The Real Deal. That's the name of the band. So yeah, everybody is, working together works. We're getting ready to send water units out to the Hopi and Navajo reservations. More of our custom-made water units will be sent to them probably in the middle of September, and it'll be enough units to provide enough water filters to provide 4,600 children and their families clean, fresh drinking water. So yeah, we've got a great run happening. And
How long does it take, Leon, how long does it take them to set up these water systems? Are they able to hook them into their existing, if they have an existing water system? Or how does it work for setting up with your filters in their systems?
Yeah, with our filters, they're able to actually, we give them water units, and then those units, you don't have to replace the filters to after 10,000 gallons of water has been used. The water source would be, say, their tap water. So say if you got a water unit in your kitchen sink, you would connect our filter up to that kitchen sink. It'll be like 5 minutes. Then you just run the water. So, like, it'll come out to make sure that the water is working properly for about 3 minutes. So you just will run the water through that filter for 3 minutes. Then you turn it off, turn it back on. Now you get clean, fresh drinking water. What makes our water systems unique is that the filters we have is a filter that takes out contaminants and viruses. So it works like a UV light, but you don't need electricity. Now, remember, they have homes with no running water. So what we do with that is that same system, we'll do gravity feeding, where we'll have a hose that would go up to, like, say, if you had a 2-liter Coke bottle and you had cut the top of that off, and then where you would drink, the spout where you drink, you tie it on to our hose, and then you gravity feed the water, taking the dirty water and putting it in that 2-liter, then it's going down the hose. Out come clean, fresh drinking water, and you don't need electricity. So a lot of their homes don't have regular running water in them, and we do the gravity feeding. If they do have running water, we connect up our countertop system with that special filter. Now, some of the homes that has the uranium in it, we go under counter with a reverse osmosis unit for the under counter. And we have certain units that can't do the under counter, where we actually developed a uranium filter. But it takes about, on the regular countertops, about 5 minutes to hook up.
I have a question. How often do they have to change their filters?
They don't have to change the filter to after 10,000 gallons of water has been used. And that system lasts for 30 years.
So do you hook up like a gauge on it so they know how many gallons they're going through so they can stay on top of that filtering?
We can, but then that's another expense to put that gauge on. But basically, we say change the water filters every year. as a thing to to go with if you don't have that gauge. Just change it every year, even though that filter life expectancy will last longer than that, because each filter can provide 50 people with water if you're doing disaster relief. And you can use it for everyday use. But we normally say after a year, just change the filter. Those filters normally cost about $250 because they're filters that take out uranium and arsenic, but the manufacturers let us have them for $50. So
Okay.
for 50, and we fundraise for those filters. And we
Okay.
also have a filter that's not taking out the uranium, because in different areas, they got, like, say, arsenic, and some areas got uranium and arsenic. So the areas that only have the arsenic but not the uranium, those filters cost $25.
Okay.
And they take out those forever chemicals also.
So right now, basically, you're in the Dakotas and the southern United States.
Right now, we're with the Hopi and Navajo in Arizona.
Yeah, that's
And
southern.
then we're also in with the Blackfeet in Montana. But the Dakotas, who we're just now talking to, they're about 6 hours from Denver driving. So they're over there, the Sioux tribe, in the Dakotas. And we haven't put a system in there yet. We just had a meeting with them this week to do those systems, but we got to get a water sample and a water analysis so we can custom make the filter, because you just don't, you got to know what's in the water, and then we actually custom make the filters.
Yeah.
Where
Okay,
with the Hopi and Navajo, we already did those water samples and water analysis along with the tribe in Montana.
Yeah, I understand you're doing the Indian tribes, and they really need it, don't get me wrong. But are you going to make your way into Appalachia at all?
We probably eventually will, now that we're working with a private equity company. We're going to be going all over. I mean, we're in 40 different countries. So I'm quite sure we will be going that way, because I'm actually from that way.
And they need it.
West Virginia. Yeah, they definitely need it. So I got family that's out there in West Virginia, Ohio, and that kind of thing, from that coal mining thing. You know what I'm saying? My grandfather.
Hundreds of years of it, yes.
Leon, this is Mrs. Claus asking you the questions.
Hey, Mrs. Claus.
Hello. This is something that has been something I've been interested in for a while, and you always hear of it overseas. I had recently read some on the southern part of the United States. I was hoping it would get into some of the poorer places, like the Appalachians, stuff like that.
Yeah, just like Flint, Michigan. A lot of times
they need it.
Out when because Flint still got that lead in the water. We had water to donate to them, but that bureaucracy stopped us.
Yeah. Okay. Do you do emergency things like when that train went over in, I think it was
Palestine, Ohio?
Yeah.
Ohio.
You do emergencies and go in there
I'm from that area. Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you the problem you have. The bureaucracy won't let you get in. Remember, they'll say, "Okay, FEMA," and they'll take care of it. Like yeah, you're gonna get a ton of red tape. What happened with us is we actually had the college when Flint first hit. We had Oakland Community College out of Auburn Hills that it connected us up to fundraise. We fundraised, we got the water units, we did the water samples with the lead. We had all the water units to go into the schools, because we wanted the kids to bring the water home. Come to the school, you get the water, you bring the water home. So we had water units to go into all the schools over there. Oakland Community College, which is in Auburn Hills, was part of that deal. And then they hit us with the bureaucracy. The college dean called me up and said, "I am so embarrassed that they are not letting us bring these water units." And it was through the college that was bringing it in, not Joe Blow. And we had to end up sending those water units to Cambodia. They took them in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for
informing me. To the point where that area was not even going to let Red Cross into that area.
Hear what he said? That's right.
Or Palestine.
Right. They weren't even going to let Red Cross into that area. And, when I heard that, that just speaking as a first responder, when somebody tells me that, I'm gonna come back at him and said, "Are you freaking nuts?"
Well, here
He's
again,
right.
the most powerful country in the world that neglects on protecting its own people first because
That's
of
exactly right.
bureaucracy.
I'm going back to my quilting before I get political.
Okay. She can hear it. She's at the other end of the room, Leon, and she's quilting, and she's putting another quilt together, which we donate a lot of them to the local shelters and center women's shelters and stuff. So she can hear the conversation. So when you started talking about all the water filters, she had to come over and ask some questions. So thank you for answering
Oh,
her
no
question.
problem. And that is the answer. When she said that, it's that bureaucracy, just like he said. They won't even let the Red Cross in. I remember when Katrina first had the situation, and we were with the organization. I don't know if you remember them. They used to be really popular, called Feed the Children. So we were with that organization when Katrina first hit. We had the water units. Feed the Children was bringing in the food. World Vision had got Lowe's to write a blank check to bring in mopping and cleaning supplies. So we had this bundle package, and they wouldn't let none of us in. Just like he said, the Red Cross. I mean, imagine I'm just me, grassroots. But here you got the Red Cross, they wasn't letting in. Feed the Children, who was much bigger organizations. I mean, like the 800-pound elephant in the room compared to our organization. And they didn't let us in on the bundle package. And this is in America, just like he said.
So yeah, hi, aloha, Leon. I just want to share with you that I have a picture up that shows these big crates going to the Navajo, and a picture of you with I think a dozen of the water filters. Tell us
That's
about
exactly
those.
right.
Tell us about those crates.
Yeah, those crates is actually, we had one of the companies we're working with the private equity company, Island Earth Water, donated wind turbines, hydroponic farming equipment, because remember, they're desert farmers. So now they'll be doing hydroponic farming, and computers donated to them, and they're putting it all together and getting that equipment sent to them to help them out. And it was Island Earth Water that actually made that donation. That's why we say working together works. And Island Earth Water is one of the organizations that's working with the private equity company that we're working with. That'll be opening up about 25,000 of these Island Earth Water stores across the country and out of the country. And a percentage, 10%, go to the Clean Water Foundation of the NOI to purchase water equipment, water treatment plants for the locations that will be going in, like the Hopi and Navajo Reservation, the Blackfeet Reservation. Out there now, we're talking to the Sioux tribe in the Dakotas. Yeah, so that's what that is. And the filters are another filter that I was talking about that's in certain areas. That blue cap filter is the filter that takes out heavy metals. It also takes out the forever chemicals. Then we have another filter where the uranium is, and that's the one that takes out that uranium. I told you that special filter that we got that takes out viruses and contaminants. And the gentleman in the middle, that's the director for the water project on the Hopi and Navajo. His name is Ernest Tejo.
Good stuff. Good stuff. You're crossing bridges one at a time, Leon, and you're making a difference.
That's how we got to do it, Santa. Cross them one at a time.
That's right. That's right.
All right, we are kind of at our time, but feel free to stay on and keep talking as well. But I'd like to thank everybody for joining us today, and for everybody who's tuned in. And love to have everybody join us again next week. So we are here every Saturday at 1 o'clock Central. Just enjoying us, let us know and get that taken care of. And love to have everybody check out our social media, YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook. Comment, like, share on that. And also check out all of our great partners of Earl, Disability Channel, Zach Clayton, Lawrence Wingate, so on. So I guess until next time, everybody have a safe and productive week and stay happy.
Happy Labor